Hey everyone, welcome to the Soccer Plug as we take a look at the Premier League after approximately the quarter-way mark now. As we come up on these games, there's some big games this weekend in round 8. It'll be a quarter of the way through the season, and I think it's a good time to look back and see how each team is faring so far. My biggest surprise to start off the Premier League is definitely Everton. The way they've been playing under Carlo Ancelotti has been superb. It just seems, for whatever reason, when, James Rodriguez plays under Carlo Ancelotti, that he produces his best. He was still good at Bayern Munich on loan, for example, but, back to when he was playing under Ancelotti at Real Madrid, he was, in great form, as well as now under Everton. He looks a player reborn, and I'm happy to see that. He went somewhere, got playing time, and hopefully he can reproduce that form for Colombia as well, because he's a really exciting player to watch. My strugglers or surprise so far has to be Manchester United, down in 15th place. Now, granted, they've only played 6 games, one less so far than the other teams at the time of recording, but they should be better. The form, especially the form they've showed in the Champions League, beating Red Bull Leipzig, 5-0. That was a great result. Beating PSG. Clearly, they've shown that when they play counterattacking football against, teams like Manchester City and the big teams, that's when they're the best. But the fact that they still can't break down and beat teams like Crystal Palace, shows that they're not there yet, ready to compete at that top end that they should be for a club of their status, Next up, a couple teams I want to talk about. Leicester City with a big win over Manchester City earlier in the year. They're up in second place right now, as well as Tottenham under Jose Mourinho has got them playing well. Tottenham are a really exciting team when at full health. They just don't have the depth, I feel like, to hold on for the rest of the season. Harry Kane and, Son Heung-min are as great a top 2 as you're going to find in the world, basically, for goal scoring. The problem is that, one of them will get hurt, especially Harry Kane. His injury record with his ankles has not been great. So, for them to really challenge, they need to stay healthy the entire season and fire top form the entire year. Next up, quietly, Liverpool is in first place. They have a big game against Manchester City this coming Sunday, I believe. And even without the big injury that everyone knows that's happened at this point, the Virgil van Dijk, they're showing that they're not going to be pushed over. There's some rumors they could buy a center back, which I don't think will happen in January. But if they were, that'd be a big statement of intent from Liverpool that they're not going to be pushed over easily and they're not going to give up on this title that there currently is theirs, as we know. Next up, 2 teams back-to-back I want to speak on next are Arsenal and Manchester City. Arsenal, with Mikel Arteta, are looking really nice. I really like watching them and the way he's got them playing. 4 wins and 3 losses. It's about right. If they could get a little bit more from Aubameyang, they'll be, I think, in the top 4 probably by the end of the season. Manchester City are definitely the team to watch over the next quarter, because if they can produce, some sort of form, they had a rough and difficult start schedule-wise to the first 6 games they've played. They also have played 1 less game. And if they could go on a run and get their players healthy and stay healthy, because for some reason, compared to Liverpool, who don't have the depth of Manchester City, their injury record is superb, and Manchester City's is not. I don't know if it's something to do with their physios over there, but if Manchester City could win, as we saw a few years ago, the next 7-8 games go unbeaten at least, that'll really, and start with a win over Liverpool, that'll really solidify themselves as the real title contenders and the ones out in front to, contend for the title and try and get that back after they, lost it last season. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.